Hello my dear lovely bookworms, welcome back to my channel. And today we will be discussing about one of my favorite topic, like one of my favorite age, which is romantic age. And romantic age is something we all know about it. And why it is known as romantic? Because those times the writers, the authors, the poets, they used to romanticize everything. Romanticize everything means they do compliment everything, they do appreciate everything. Like if we talk about individuality, if we talk about nature, if we talk about the surroundings, everything, they do appreciate everything. They do talk about it freely in a manner. They do talk about the importance of solitude. They do talk about nature in a way that somehow make people aware of their own identity. They do talk about how it is important to appreciate beauty, appreciate nature, and how it is very important to somehow safeguard nature from the harshness of the society, which is being somehow highlighted during the age of Enlightenment. So romantic age is a reaction against the age of Enlightenment, the age of reason, or the age which has somehow given people awareness about their rights. So how it got started? Well, one thing which is very important that we need to discuss here is the French Revolution of the year 1789. That has somehow made the Enlightenment age go to that hype that things were getting out of hand, because violence, degradation of the environment, harshness of the society is going everywhere. Then to suppress such kind of violent behavior, these type of poets who were like William Wordsworth, P.B. Shelley, John Keats, they come up with their own poetry, their own writing in order to somehow make that particular harshness shift towards a more likely environment where we should appreciate the nature, appreciate the individuality, humanity, kindness, and moreover just focus on things, focus on humanity, focus on loving each other rather than hating each other in a manner which leads to nothing but degradation of everything which is happening at those time period. So in order to understand the romantic age completely, it is very important like from where these things come out, like why it is needed to just talk about romantic age and why there is need to bring up this romantic age. And why there is need? Because there was a time when things like during the Enlightenment age, it's going out of the hand of people. So let us discuss about French Revolution in somewhat way, because it is important for our romantic age to give a rise to its characteristics. Because French Revolution is something which is not only has given people awareness about their rights, their liberty, their equality, which is a good thing again, because people are being exploited by the aristocracy. People, the common people of France are being exploited like regularly, and they somehow get aware of their rights, because those times writers like Thomas Hobbes, writers like John Locke, they come up with their theories. The divine rights theory given by John Locke has somehow helped the people, the common people, understand their rights, like why there is need to just stand for yourself, because the theory of John Locke gave us understanding that at the time period of 16th to 17th century, people do believe in this concept that there is a hierarchy, which is aristocracy, clergy, and then peasantry. So people really need to get out of that hierarchy and just think about all of these compulsion that is put to peasantry class by higher class authority. They really need to get out of it, and it is very needed that authors, writers, poets come up with their theory in order to make people aware that the divine right theory, which basically deals with that the clergy and aristocracy are the protectors of God, and they are in a position because they have done something good in the past. That's why they have been rewarded in the position, and it is the duty of peasant class or the lower class people to give taxes to them and protect them and somehow make them happy in any manner, and in short get exploited by them any way out. So basically, the abolition of divine rights theory is somehow presented in a manner to people by John Locke, which is a good thing. Again, that somehow make it rise to revolt against those aristocratic class, and from where these French Revolution come arise in France. So the French Revolution does not only give rise to bringing the concept of equality, fraternity and liberty all over the world. It is also enriched in the preamble, like our preamble, it is enriched like liberty, equality, fraternity. It is enlisted there too, like it is important and it is each individual rights. So the concept basically arise from the characteristics of French Revolution, and that's from where all the things make sense. French Revolution has not only given people right to speak about their actions, everything, but it also give several consequences, like degradation of the environment, and those aristocrats were being murdered by the lower class immediately. Like whenever they see them, they kill them. So it is not something which is a positive type of revolution, but it is a bloodshed revolution. Although it has given rise to something positive, like people are speaking for themselves, that is a positive thing. But again, it is a bloodshed revolution which has given rise to degradation of not only the environment, degradation of the people, because both of the class do suffer from some extent. And why I am saying it is not completely a positive, because somehow it is positive, because lower class were not able to handle all such kind of scenarios, so they come up revolting against the upper class people. But that is important, okay, that happens. But another thing is that it leads to degradation of the environment, polluted environment, there is no food. So situation got only worse at time, because later on during the year 1791 or 92, aristocracy got abolished in France, and there come arise with the parliamentary system. And it France in the whole Europe become the only nation with not having monarchy or not having aristocracy as a higher authority those time period. So somehow those people who revolt against the aristocracy power at those times and somehow become stable at those times has a fear, like what if things goes unwell again. And so in order to just make things more easy, they started killing anybody whoever they started doubting, like that person is somehow will bring monarchy or aristocracy back. So whenever they have a doubt about anybody, they used to kill them immediately. But later on, what happened during the year 1798 or 97, Napoleon come up, and later on after years he become the dictator of France again. So again things got started. But one thing which is very important, like this French Revolution has somehow made all the Europeans terrified, petrified by their actions, like people can actually revolt. So it is really necessary to ease the tension and bring up another age so that things can be controlled.